Alrighty. What's up, everybody? It is I, your tribal god of extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a late Thursday night video. Right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down there inside of my pants. God damn it, inside my goddamn pants. Otherwise known as the description box below. And don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support there. Leave a comment on this video or any one of my past videos or in the future, Conan. But don't leave stupid comments. Bye-bye, so long, farewell to you. You will not have a future because you'll be banned off my channel. You'll be blocked, sent to the Shadow Realm. Satan will basically eat your soul. So, please, do not do that. Be respectful of my channel, or get the fuck out of here. And that's that. And like I said, share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that fucking bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. Because if you do, you need to get slapped in the face with an exploding barbed wire bat. Because if you don't do that, that's what happens. But if you do hit that bell, please turn on all notifications, so hopefully Neo and his team of monkeys might send my videos out to you, so you don't miss anything. But if you do, unsubscribe, resubscribe again, hit the bell again. Hopefully that works. And that's that. Or just go to my channels, and go to my video section, or my shorts section, and check out the latest of the good stuff. And that's pretty much it. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're here for the first time, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't, there's the door. Don't let it hit your fat ass on the way out. Simple as that. Simple as that. Alright. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my voice. Hasn't been great the last couple of days, and I've been under the weather as well. As really messed up today. My back is a mess today. I had to take care of the missus because she's not feeling well. Her foot's been all fucked up, but you know, hopefully it's starting to get better now. So I gotta run out and get some antiseptic and all that shit. So everything's fine with her. My back is just a mess right now. And I was a little bit under the weather today too, so I had a double whammy. So, but you know, I don't want to come on video and, you know, I'm coughing up 16 lungs, you know what I mean? I want to try to do the best I can, you know, to give you guys a good video and all that stuff, but that's that. For everybody, I want to thank everybody for watching all my shorts, which are just phenomenal right now. You know, all the likes I get on them, all the views, some comments here and there. Some are good, some are bad. You know, I throw away the bad ones, and the good ones I keep. But you know, thank you for all the views on that. Real views, by the way, and real comments, by the way, and real likes. So, but it is what it is. The one I did with EO slapping Bianca Belair. All the way up to the stratosphere, my friends, and to the moon. Just about 3,200 views on that, and climbing in the span of a couple of days. You know, the other ones are, you know, a little bit, you know, around the 1,000 area or 2,000 area. Some a little bit less, you know, if you just see my face, it's a little bit less, but it's fine. You know, and, you know, even if I do regular videos, my reviews, I get like 50 to, at most, 100, 150, 160. You know, it's fine. I don't care. I'm just having fun. And if my regular videos, you know, at least some of them go viral, great. If they're not, I don't care. I'm just here to have fun. I'm not here to get a lot of views, like 5,000 views. I mean, it's great. Even if it's a short or it's a regular video, it's fine, great. And I'm not here to gain a lot, get a lot of subs. You know, I gained a lot in about a month from last month. I was at under 700 subs. Now I'm at 761 subs. So we're getting close to 800 subs. I don't know if we're going to hit it by Easter. You know, we got about 4 weeks, about a month away from Easter. So I'm hoping we at least get close. And then after Easter, as we go through the summer, we'll see what happens with that. I'm hoping, I don't know if we'll get there, but hoping maybe by the end of this year, I say we'll be between 750 and probably around 900 subs on this channel alone. My other channels, I mean, we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. But thank you, everybody who has subbed here, whether you be a new sub or you be, you know, well, if you are a new sub, whether you be been on YouTube for a while or you just joined, you know, whether it be a dumb fuck troll or, you know, you're just an actual person. But it is what it is. Hey, if you're a troll to sub to me, well, you know, well, thanks for the sub, asshole. But I digress. But everybody else, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for the subs, and don't be afraid to leave a comment. But like I said, don't leave stupid comments because you will be blocked. You'll still be subbed to me, but you'll be blocked. So I wish you can just block and you know, have when you block somebody you'll unsub, but that's not how YouTube works. I wish it did, but it is what it is. But I take it as they come. Whether it be good or bad subs, I don't care. You're watching anyway! And that's pretty much it. But for everybody who's new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy the ride. If not, there's the door. But thank you anyway for watching and at least subbing. But it is what it is. Alright. Alright, we got that. We got the weekend, the first official weekend, the second official weekend of March. We're at just about the midpoint of March. And we got St. Patrick's Day on Monday. And for you wrestling fans, tomorrow we got SmackDown. It should be a big, huge show. It's taped from Barcelona, Spain. See what happens with that. And then on Raw, it's going to be at 3 p.m. this Monday because of the time difference. And with Netflix and everything, I think it's ridiculous to have Raw at 3 p.m. because everybody's at work. They really should just have it on tape delay on Peacock, but not Peacock, sorry, Netflix. But Netflix, I don't think can do that. But I don't know. But I mean, we'll see what happens with Raw on Monday with a certain guy named Roman, a tribal chief, Punk and Seth, Poppy and Drew, and everybody else on Monday Night Raw. But we got that. That's Monday. And also, for all you TNA-ites, I'll do my TNA review tomorrow, early tomorrow. I'll try to, well, I'll see about tomorrow because I'm a little bit busy this weekend with lots of stuff. You know, I'm going to I got a concert this weekend. I got other things to do for my Friday night and all that other stuff. I will be watching SmackDown, but as far as my reviews go, we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to try to do this video and my NXT review before I hit the bed, but I'll see how I feel because right now I feel like shit. But I'm still here to give you at least 75% of what I got, and that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. But we move on. So hope everybody has a great weekend. TNA Sacrifice tomorrow night should be a great show. And we'll see what happens with that as we go into the midpoint of March. And then pretty much we're a couple weeks away from our next actual pay-per-view event. And that is AEW Dynasty in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, April the 6th, which is about 3 weeks away. So, and then after that, WrestleMania weekend. So, it's going to be huge. Huge. Like Donald Trump would say, huge. And we got that. And we got baseball coming up in just under 2 weeks. 13 days, as of this video, 13 days. So, Mets and, Yankees baseball. But We got that. Speaking of the Mets, Mick Nichols got hurt. He's out for a month. Oy. I think he hurt his hand. I don't know what happened, but he's out for a month. They're thinking of putting Brett Beatty at second. Bad idea. I think Acuna will be better off until McNichols, McSquirrel comes back in about a month from now. Alvarez is coming back in a month or so. So, pretty much, two big bats in the Mets lineup, are gone right now. So, what are you going to do? But I didn't say this season was going to be easy. Especially you Yankee fans, you got three guys who are gone for the year. So, Garrett Cole out for the year and probably half of next year was a Tommy John surgery. Stanton, who knows if he's getting double elbow surgery? He might be out for the year. Luis Gil, I think he's out for a couple months. LeMahieu, I think, is out for a little while. Yankees look like shit right now. And so the Mets, in a way. In some ways, the Mets are, lose two big bats. But, we'll see what happens and who can play second base. I hope it's Acuna, but I'd rather have Acuna than Brett Beatty and his horrible defense there, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And with that. And also, this weekend is the start of the NCAA tournament. So, they were saying that Collision is going to be on twice this weekend. Saturday and Sunday at 11 p.m. But I looked on my DVR, it's still 8 to 10. So, I have to check my my guide. Check your guide accordingly on your TV for Saturday. Because you might not see when you're waiting at 8 o'clock. Hey, where's Collision? Why am I watching basketball on TNT? That's why, because of the NCAA tournament's going to be starting pretty soon. But check your local listings on TNT this Saturday. I believe they're going to have a... they did tape it. It's already been taped. They taped it after... I assume after Dynamite, which we'll get to in a minute. So, double Collision taping. Oh, really? They taped Collision, but it's going to be broken up into two shows. One for Saturday, one for Sunday, because of the NBA, the NCAA tournament. I don't know why they just can't go 11 to 1 a.m., but they want to have the NCAA lead-in up at 11 on Saturday, and I think the same thing on Sunday. So it might work for the ratings. It may not. Who knows? But like I said, Collision. Check your local listings for time and just time. You know the place, but you don't know the time. But that's going to be in Vegas, and that's supposed to be taped. So they're going to be probably taping it. I think it's already been taped from what I heard, but we'll see what happens on Saturday and possibly Sunday. But we'll see. I'll probably miss the first night. Second night, I'll probably watch a little bit of it, depending on what time I get home. I get home Saturday. Sunday, I'll be watching it at home. But we got that. Saturday, I'll be at a concert. So, and not the one you think of. It's not Disturbed. Disturbed's a different one. That's about. I think Disturbed's in I think a week or two. This concert is just a local concert that me and the missus are going to with a couple of friends of ours. So that's that. See, I do have a social life with real friends that you can't prove. So go figure it out. Go fuck yourself. And that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this getting close to late Thursday night, March the 13th. Next year will be Friday the 13th next year. That's because it's on a Friday. But we're still on a late Thursday night, March the 13th, 2025. Or if you're watching on the replay for all my people, my great people, I love you all on the replay crew. It is now Friday, March the 14th, 2025, right here on the Peter Joseph channel. I'm Peter Joseph, but you knew that already. And I am a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. You like it? Great, get out of here. Go fuck yourself. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and kinda out of date AEW Dynamite! Yes. Review! For this past Wednesday night, March the 12th. This was last night. Well, if you're watching on Friday, it's 2 nights ago. But anyway, from this past Wednesday night, March the 12th, 2025, we are emanating... Where are we? We're in Fresno, California, at the Save Mart Center. This is the aftermath from a pretty good Revolution. Very good. Very good show. We saw a lot of good things. Kenny Omega, our new Intercontinental Champion. Ocean Spray and Fletcher. Bloody as fuck cage match. Mariah May and Toni Storm. Woo. Match of the year for the women. Toni Storm still our timeless. She's still our timeless AEW Women's Champion. Mercedes Moné, the CEO, somehow, someway, beat her arch nemesis, my girl Momo Watanabe, to retain the TBS title. The Hurt Syndicate beat, sadly, my favorite tag team right now, the Outrunners, to retain their tag team titles. And yes, sadly, in that horrible main event, Jon Moxley defeated Edge and Christian, as Christian stupidly cashed in, and Moxley pretty much choked him out. So Moxley still runs the place. The Death Rider storyline still goes on, but there might be a sliver of hope, and that is Swerve. He won the number 1 contenders match against Ricochet. And we got that, and also the Hangman Adam Page did some cowboy shit on Maxwell Jacob Fart Knocker MJF. So now we're done with Revolution, and now on the road to Dynasty, April the 6th. So for you people in Australia, Dynasty. So we got that. But anyway, Wednesday night show, horrible show. Horrible aftermath show. Probably one of the worst Dynamites in their 5-year history. This show sucked. And the only things that were great about this show was Toni Storm's promo, and then getting beat up by Megan Bayne. That's the only good thing about it. And the best match of the night was the Beast Mortos taking on the Wild Card, who we'll talk about in just a little bit. You don't want to say anything yet, because we're not there yet. But that's the best 2 parts of the show. That was it. Maybe MJF and MVP's segment was okay, but not great. But still, this show was just... like, Tony Khan must have snorted a big, huge line of coke, and threw up. And this is what he threw up. A bunch of garbage on Dynamite. But let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time than I already wasted. Alright, so we're at the Save Mart Center in Fresno, California for Dynamite Live. And our commentary team, pretty much our normal commentary team, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Tony Baloney Schiavone, or for you people that love Jericho, Tony Schiavone, and the man who's kind of a little bit unhappy with the Mets right now, and that's my good buddy from Red Hook, brother, Taz! Sorry. Alright, we got that. Alright, so we start the show off with our new AEW Intercontinental Champion for the very first time, and that man is Kenny Omega! So he comes out looking great, signing dolls and autographs. Somebody gave him flowers and I don't know what else, and he's like, "Oh, it's for me? Yeah, for me, it's for you." He's like, "Oh no, here, take it." I don't know if he even took that, because he took it and then he gave it back to the fan. What's up with that? Or maybe he told the fan, I'll come pick it up later, or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so Kenny gets to the ring, fans are cheering him on, because we all love Kenny. Some of you do, some of you don't, and if you don't, well, fuck you. Kenny's like, I can't believe I'm back after all the health issues I've had over the past year or so, and now I have a singles title again, because the last time we saw him with a belt was the trios titles. Singles belt was the world title, the world titles of AEW and then TNA way back when, and then the Triple A Mega title, which he pretty much gave up. We got that. So he thanks Takeshita for the match, and it was a pretty damn good match, and is looking forward to the start of a intercontinental tournament, an 8-man tournament, to crown a new number 1 contender to his title, and that will be at Dynasty. So we have 2 matches last night, we have 2 matches on Collision, and then next week is a fatal 4-way match. And the winner of that 4-way will face Kenny at Dynasty. So we got a lot of interesting people. We got Shibata, we got the Beast Mortos, Ricochet, Orange Cassidy, Hikaisaro, a wild card, and a few others. So we got that. So looking at the tournament, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Ricochet. I wouldn't be surprised. Not that he should win the belt, but I'd rather have Kenny beat the guy who wins this tournament, go on to Double or Nothing, face whoever faces him there, and then I think we're going to finally see that showdown between Okada and Kenny 5 for both belts. I think we're getting a unification for that belt, so we got that. We also heard that the Owen Hart Cup Volume 4, I believe it's 3 or 4. I think it's 4. We'll be starting up pretty soon. The winner of that is going to All In to face the champion, obviously. The world champion. Because we saw that last year with Mariah May. And, who won the men's, thing? Shit. Was it Danielson? I think it was Danielson and Mariah May won last year. I could be wrong on that, but I know Mariah May. I think the men was Danielson, but we got that. Alright, so I believe this is going to be the year number 4 of the Owen Hart Cup, which should be starting pretty soon. Probably after Dynasty, I think it starts, but we'll find that out, and then who's in the tournament when we get there. Probably be after Dynasty, like I said, but we got that. Alright, so he talks about the tournament, then he's like, well, I bid you adieu, goodbye, and good night. Bye! And that's it. Kenny leaves, and as he's leaving, we start our first match of the night, the Ops, led by Samoa Joe. They sent for the man. You! Get in here. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, with his Doritos. Can't you eat anything else besides Doritos? Well, they're very tasty! Mick, I know how tasty they are. I had them before, but I didn't want them tonight, okay? You had them with Mikey Whipwreck? Mikey doesn't like it! What do you mean Mikey doesn't like it? Mikey always likes Doritos. Mikey likes Life cereal, too. Not you, Mike. You said Mikey. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said Mikey. I'm sorry, Mr. Ghost. I'm sorry. It's okay, Mike. I know it's very hard to get mixed up with Mike and Mikey, you know. But, you know, Mikey Whipwreck, you know that guy. Yeah, I know that guy. I put him to a flaming table once. You did? I don't remember that. You probably missed it. It wasn't on TV. Anyway. That's pretty much it. You know, I was watching some death matches on Facebook earlier, Mike, and I didn't see you on there, but it was like Onita and somebody in a barbed wire flaming cage match, you know, exploding barbed wire cage match and stuff like that, and Saw that, and I saw Jimmy Lloyd put Casey Catal through exploding barbed wire. First time ever in America, by the way. How do you do Wrestling Society X? Actually, it was, but, you know, that was the first time seeing it on live TV. Well, MTV. You remember that Wrestling Society X thing, Mike? You remember that? Nah, not really. I know some guys who were in that. I put them through tables. Yeah, I heard like Seth Rollins was on it. Like guys that we knew would then later be on WWE TV, like Seth Rollins and Evan Bourne, or that guy, Matt Sydal and people like that. They came on from Wrestling Society X. I didn't even know that. I gotta learn sometime. Okay. Yeah, so I was watching some of that. New Jack was on there, Jerome. Right, Jerome, you were on that show. Just killing people like you always do. That's right, motherfucker. I jumped off the top of some freaking, thing, and I kicked some guy's ass, put him through a table, motherfucker. Yeah. You were a maniac in Wrestling Society X, even though I only seen you on a few episodes of it. But you were a man. Then you went to TNA, became an even bigger man. Winning the Hard 10 title a couple of times right there, motherfucker. That's right, motherfucker. Okay. Jerome, you're lucky I wasn't in TNA. I kicked your ass, too. Mike? Not now. I just wanted to let him know that I'm awesome. He knows that. He knows you're awesome. He knows that, and God knows that too. But sometimes he forgets. What are you gonna do? Yeah, if you were in TNA, Mike, you would kick everybody's ass there. Yeah, because I'm awesome. I know. Should be in the Hall of Fame too. Right, want to say goodbye? I gotta finish this up. Bye! Okay. Get out of here. Satire, my friend. Satire. Gotta love it. Anyway, moving on. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so Kenny's all ready for the tournament. The Ops come out. Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata, who's in the tournament, gonna be facing Ricochet on Collision. That's gonna be an epic match. So then we see Shibata and Kenny with a little stare down. I'm interested. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave Kenny's promo 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running. Alright, so the Ops in trios action, pretty much a squash match. It's a little over 2 minutes squash match. They take on the team of a good friend of mine, Vinny Pacifico, from many promotions here in the Northeast that I know about. Eli Theseus, who people know. I don't know who he is. And Gabriel Eros, which means air. So Gabriel Air taking on the Ops, and basically, the Ops win. Joe starts beating the shit out of my boy Vinny Pacifico in the corner, and then Shibata comes in, does the same fucking shit. Vinny, damn. But I digress. I think you needed to drink another energy drink there, Vinny. You know what I mean? You should have had a couple of them before the match. Shit. But anyway, they beat these guys up, and Shibata hits the penalty kick, and it was good on Mr. Arrows. Bing, bang, boom. Bye. And that's that. They may be on a collision course with the Undisputed Era, or the Undisputed Kingdom. That's Adam Cole, baby. Ready! Roger Strong, and Kyle O'Reilly. So, maybe they're going after the trios titles in Ring of Honor that Dustin and the Lost Boys, basically, the Von Erichs, have. Or they go after the trios titles, which, yes, the Death Riders still have. Who knows what's going to happen right now, but we got that. Alright, so I gave that match 2 out of 5 stars. It was just filler match. That's that. Alright, then we hear from Rick O'Shit. Still with his stupid hat backwards. That's goddamn Eagles hat. Burn that shit. Eagles are garbage. Even if they are the Super Bowl champs. They probably win it this year because the Niners look like, ugh, right now. They think they're getting rid of Ayuk. I don't know why. They think they're getting rid of McCaffrey. When they say, oh, it's a soft reset. Bullshit. The Niners look like a whole different team. No Dre Greenlaw. No Kyle Juszczyk. I don't know why we kept Jake Moody, who can't kick a field goal for his fucking life. They signed Mac Jones from the Patriots to be a backup to Brock Purdy. Think he's gonna play? No. Oh yeah, he reunites with Kyle Shanahan because Kyle wanted him back in the draft. Niners didn't obviously get him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Niners these days. I don't know what Kyle's thinking. I don't know what Jed York's thinking, and even John Lynch. What are you thinking? What are we doing? This is probably the worst free agency in Niners history. As long as I've been a Niner fan, it's been the worst free agency ever. Debo goes to the Commanders for a pick. Ayuk might be going to Cleveland for a pick. Everybody else went elsewhere. Hufunga goes, I don't know where he went. Dre, I think, went to the Raiders, or he went somewhere. I mean, we got a few pieces here and there, but no big names, really. I know Cooper Kupp is on the market. I don't know if the Niners signed the guy, or was, he's done with the Rams. I would love to have him as a replacement for Debo, and him and Ayuk and Purcell and Jennings and company would run amok on the NFC West and pretty much the NFC. So I don't know. I'm hoping we get, they got a lot of money right now to give maybe Cooper Kupp something at least, and then save the rest of the money for Brock's extension and maybe some other people maybe further along the line where we get to maybe the season or during the season. But man, losing Debo pisses me off, man. I love Debo and I like that, but you can't always have a dynasty, and the Niners have had pretty much since 2019, 2020 and on, the Niners have had a great run. 2 Super Bowls, lost, obviously, to the fucking Chiefs. Brock's first year was amazing, even though he hurt his elbow, thanks to the fucking Eagles, who, beat the Chiefs that year, I think. But, when Brock hurt his elbow, the year after, he was a monster. Niners should have won that fucking season right then and there. But it is what it is. Mac Jones is wearing number 10. And who wore number 10 last time for the Niners? Yeah, you know him. Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy G, who's pretty much extinct right now. So is Trey Lance. I don't even know they have, what's his name? Josh Dobbs, I think they still have. I don't know if they traded him or what they did with him. So, if they still have him, it's the Brock Purdy, Dobbs, Mac Jones show. That's your 3 quarterbacks for the year, most likely, but they're trying to get Mostert back, trying to get some running game back if they don't have, to kind of back up CMC 23. They need a fullback. I don't know who they're going to get there. They need another wide receiver, and nothing from the supermarket line. Get Cooper Kupp if you can. I mean, tomorrow I think is the last day of free agency, and then pretty much 2 weeks, pretty much in a month from now is the draft, and who knows what the Niners are going to even get in the draft. If there are any good picks. I mean, they have the number 11 pick, but hopefully they can maybe trade up for that pick and then get a big offensive lineman or some shit. They're thinking about getting a new center. I'm like, think. Get somebody! But, yeah, like I said, the Niners look we still got some good players like Fred Warner. We still got Bosa. We couldn't get Joey Bosa because he went to the Buffalo Bills. Ugh. And freaking Josh Allen got a monster contract extension. And you know what that means. This is Brock's contract year, and he's gonna want that money. He wants that bag. And I don't know if the Niners are gonna give him like $60 million. What Josh Allen got, like $60 million a year for 5 years. I don't know how much they're gonna give Brock, if they even keep Brock. Brock might go to the Vikings. Who knows where he's gonna go? Rodgers is still looking for a team. I mean, who wants Rodgers these days? Rodgers is washed. I mean, really, Aaron Rodgers, put the fries in a bag, bro. You're done. You washed, son. Put the fries in a bag, man. You washed. Pretty much. But I mean, we'll see what happens between now and July, where training camp starts with the Niners and the Giants. Got somebody. The Jets got a few guys in free agency. Nothing that mattered. Devontae Adams goes to where did he go? I think he went to Pittsburgh, or he went to San Diego. I forget where he went, but no, he went to the Rams. I'm sorry, he went to the Rams. So the Rams look pretty damn good. Get Devontae Adams, get rid of Kupp. Where does he go? Don't know. I'm hoping the Niners. But like I said, the Niners look completely different. So this is a rebuild year. So, coming off a 6-11 year, and they got the easiest schedule in the NFL. I mean, you never know what happens with a rebuild team and an easy schedule. The Niners can go 12-5 and make the playoffs, win the NFC West, and win the Super Bowl. I don't think so this year, but you never know. Right now, the way the Niners look, I'm not even thinking about the NFC West. I'm thinking about maybe a wild card at best. But I think the honeymoon is over for those 5-6 years we had. Debo, Garoppolo, all those guys we had in those 2 Super Bowl runs. Damn. And who knows what's going to happen with Kyle, if he's going to stay or not. I still hate that Jake Moody's still on the fucking team. And Niner fans, he's going to choke a lot of big games for us. Especially those division games. Which he did last year. I say one missed kick, goodbye. Get him out of here. I don't care if it's in preseason, but ugh. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, enough football. We'll talk about football many moons from now. That's that. Alright, so anyway, Ricochet is all ready for the win the tournament. Offers Shibata the chance to quit before their match coming up on Collision, which is going to be fucking epic this Saturday night. We got that. Alright, after that, we got a huge recap of Revolution. We got that. Then we go to a after promo from Revolution with Swerve. Without Prince Nana. He's in the back. Pretty much after, I think it was after the media scrum. He's all ready to challenge John Moxley for the title at Dynasty. But, and there's a but, and it stinks. This one too. That too. There it comes. Sorry about that. Anyway, so, hey kids, it's Edge. Comes in and says, well, it's either going to be me and you, or it's going to be Moxley and you. So we find out that next week, Edge and Moxley will do the rematch from that horrible match they had at Revolution. And next week, we got a street fight for the AEW World title. I hope there's a lot of blood, but we'll see what happens with that. So he tells Swerve, well, if it's you and Mox, I hope you win the title, because we're going to cross paths somewhere down the line. He's like, I'm coming for the belt. That's it. And Swerve's like, works for me. That would be nice. See Edge versus Swerve, first time ever. That'd be nice. But we'll see. That's what that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we hear from Jon Moxley in somewhere in the arena. He's annoyed at himself for not putting Edge away earlier, but he admires the toughness. And he says, next week we're going to have a street fight for the belt, which is fine by me, because I won't make the same mistake twice. I will put you out for good, Edge. That's what he said. I would hate if Edge wins the title next week. It puts that match at Revolution, I'm like, why? Why give him the belt next week when he could have gave him the belt at Revolution and then maybe he loses to Christian? That's why we all thought Christian was going to become the champ. Now, can't do it. Because he cashed in. Now he has to win the Owen Hart Cup if he's in it to get a title shot and win it at All In. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so both promos 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's that. Alright, then we get to a tag team match, player. Well, we had Brian Cage from the Murder Machines, you know, the Machine, Brian Cage, teams up with Jalisco from LFI, kind of a weird tag team. They take on an even weirder tag team of Powerhouse, Will Hobbs, and the man who's pretty much 17-0, or 18-0, if I lost count these days, but he's still undefeated, and that's the man named Hologram. And some chick was at ringside. I'm like, who is that? And then I found out it's Harley Graham, or, you know, Harley Cameron. Harley! You know. Danny L for you people that don't know her name. Ha The Australian Danny L. She's got some fur triggers. There's nothing wrong with that, but so. Moving on. Alright, blah blah blah. Pretty decent match. Starts off with the Beast Mortos at ringside for Brian Cage and Jalisco. And after this match, Mortos stays in the ring for his Intercontinental title tournament match with the Wild Card. We'll get to that in a minute. So it's also with Brian Cage, Will Hobbs, big beefy men slapping the fuck out of each other on the floor, and then Jalisco and Hologram trade arm drags, because it's Lucha Libre to the Mundo Organization! Okay, calm down, Osito. He hates that guy. Anyway, and then he teased taking off the masks. But they handed off the, Jalisco teased trying to rip off the mask of Hologram. And then Brian Cage comes back in. Hologram slips out of that, of a press slam. But Brian Cage pulls a flippy dippity-doo out of mid-air. Hits a suplex at the same time on the floor. That was very impressive. Very impressive, Mr. Cage. Very impressive, Skywalker. Very impressive. Even Emperor Palpatine loved that. Right? You like that? Impressive. Yes. We got that. So we go to break, come back. The Beast Mortos gets in a little cheap shots on Hologram. And then Harley Cameron, in a mask, you know, swivels a little bit. She's like, ooh, caliente, sweet no titties. And, you know, like, it's Mortis' like, ooh, I can't even do his impression, so I'm sorry. Okay. So, Harley distracts him with the swiveling of her sexy hips, which will make any man go nuts. But anyway, back in the ring, Hologram takes Jalisco down. Will Hobbs comes in and cleans house. But Brian Cage gets to trade clotheslines with him. And then we get an apron superplex. Ow! Connects. And then Jalisco hits a move, something from the top rope for a near fall. Will Hobbs gets back up with a spine buster on the apron to Brian Cage. Ow! And then Hologram uses Hobbs' big beefy chest as a launching pad to take out Brian Cage. And then Hobbs hits his Spine Buster on Jalisco out of mid-air. Damn. And he gets the win for the team in a little over 10.5 minutes. That too. So we get all that. Alright, pretty good match, actually. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Not the match of the night, obviously. But we get that. So, 3 out of 5 stars for that. And then after the match, Mark Davis and Lance Archer of the Don Callis family, and Lance being the partner of Brian Cage in the Don Callis family, and the cooperation with the MXM Collection, Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV, well, they come out and start yelling at Brian Cage. Can we see a split? I don't know. Don't care. And we'll see what happens with that. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back with, I believe, Renee Paquette and her guess the AEW Tag Team Champions, the Hurt Syndicate. And they love to hurt people, like the Prophecy loves to hurt people, too. We break hearts and break bones. So, we got all that. Moving on! Alright, so MVP, Bobby Lashley and Shelty Baby, Shelton Benjamin in the back with great looking suits, by the way, from the Men's Warehouse, because that's, as always, that's our sponsor. Once again, the Men's Warehouse, where you can go and get a good looking suit, and maybe, just maybe, even you fat people out there, you might like the way you look. They may guarantee it, but when I go, they guarantee it. Because I get discounts. But it is what it is. That's that. And maybe someday I'll show it off, but whenever I get that chance. But we'll see. Alright, so we got that. So they're in the back. They're happy with beating the Outrunners to retain the tag belts. And MVP wants them to have some fun in Southern California. But they're like, nah, we'll be at the gym hurting some dumbbells, shit like that. So we'll see who's next for the Hurt Syndicate. And that's that. But it's not the last we saw of MVP as he talks to MJF in a little bit. But I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we're going to look back at Timeless Tony Storm. Darling! Bosom. Alright, so we saw that violent, epic Hollywood ending match where Tony Storm defeated Mariah May in a bloody bloodbath, and pretty much a bloodbath. And Tony Storm still our AEW Women's Champion. It was bloody. It was violent. You had all the elements of ECW in it. It was crazy. Probably the most violent match in women's AEW women's history, basically. I haven't seen a match that violent in a long time. To get to that level of violence. Whew. But you know how to end somehow, and it ended like that. Taipei death match in between the match. It was just insane. All it needed was some barbed wire. And maybe some explosives. It would have been epic. But we get that. Alright. So after that, we get Timeless Tony Storm. She comes out looking great, as always. She says, I have staples in my head, glass in my ass. Pfft. Glass in your ass. That sounds painful. Well, she should know. She basically got punched. I don't know if she got punched, or Mariah May grabbed the bottle and psh, right in her. Push her. That's hard to get out. But I digress. She's like, I got staples in my head, glass in my ass, but the tramp is still the champ. Nice rhyming. Anyway, she says the title makes it all worth it, and now it's time to find some new challengers for my title. And she's like, fighting with me is like going to the zoo because I'll bleed like a pig, lick you like a giraffe. Hey now. And eat you like a lion. That sounds like a good time, if you know what I mean. Shit. She's like, she says something about kittens, and, she's like, I'm no pussy. If you saw my short, you know. Anyway, she's like, no one swings like me. So it's time to get messy and sweaty. So she's like, ladies, put your keys in. Let's get this orgy underway. I'm like, yeah, let me join too. I'm a flat. Let's go. Fuck Juice Robinson. He's still hurt, by the way, with his freak injury with his ankle. I think he broke his leg basically on a sunset flip. Okay. But anyway, so, well, the first person to put her key in that whole orgy is the goddess. Megan Bain jumps Toni Storm from behind, lays her out, and poses with the belt. So, there you go. So there might be a match coming up at Dynasty, Toni Storm versus Megan Bain for the title. You think Megan Bain's going to win? No. I don't think she's going to win. I think Toni Storm's going to retain pretty much till probably Double or Nothing or goes all the way to All In, but we'll see. I think whoever wins the Women's Owen Hart Cup will probably beat Toni Storm. Whether it be Mariah May in it again, she already won it last year. She might be in it this year, who knows? She might win, might get a rematch, might get match number 4 in this bloody series, but we'll see. But that's that. Alright, Toni's promo, I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. Just amazing how she rhymes. She is so good. She's so over. And, you know, what a difference a couple years make. When she was in NXT, you know, with the rocker gimmick, and then she goes to the main roster and pretty much got humiliated. And then, bye-bye so long for you. And then she comes into AEW, you know, as rocker. I think she did debut as rocker Toni Storm. And then that didn't really go so well, so she had to reinvent herself as timeless Toni Storm, which I love. Her promos got way better. Her matches got way better. She's just been, I think she's been the Women's Wrestler of the Year in 2024. I'm surprised she didn't get it. So I think it went to Mommy Rhea Ripley. I forget who. I think it went to yeah, I had to go to Toni because I think Mommy Rhea Ripley didn't really do much last year. Bianca didn't really do much last year, and any other women's wrestler didn't do that much. That's on Toni's level, really. I was gonna say Mariah May, but you know, I think Toni won Women's Wrestler of the Year last year. I think she did. I gotta look that up. But anyway, all right. So we'll see what happens with Megan Bain and Toni as we roll on, and that's that. 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right. Now we get the start of the Intercontinental Title Tournament, first round match. And don't forget, next week is a Fatal 4-Way match. So the winners of these tournament matches on Dynamite will face the winners of Collision. So ready on Collision, we got Ricochet and Shibata, and then we have another one. I forget who's on that one. But later on in this episode, we got Orange Cassidy and Hichesaro in the main event. Anyway, alright, so we got the Beast, Mortos, who's already out at ringside from the last match with Kalistico and Brian Cage and Hologram and Will Hobbs. So he comes back out and he takes on the wild card. Who's the wild card going to be? There were rumors it's going to be Mike Bailey, it could be Josh Alexander, it could be the guy in the 15th row. But we hear the music of Speedball. So, Speedball Mike Bailey, he is all elite, officially. He makes his debut, and what a match he had with the Beast Mortos. Holy shit. This was a great match. And for those of you who haven't seen Mike Bailey lately, you better watch some TNA tapes. You better watch his stuff in PWG. He has been in Ring of Honor for a little bit. Like old Ring of Honor, not new Ring of Honor, but I met him. He's a fast guy, I'll tell you that much. Good guy to meet, but in the ring he is like he is a ball of fire. But we get that. We get all that. Why is my thing going completely berserk right now? Sorry about that. My computer's going haywire, as it always does. Anyway, other than alright, so Speedball Mike Bailey, the surprise opponent for the Beast Mortos. They go completely berserk on each other. Strikes, kicks, flippy-dippity-doos. But in the end, Speedball Mike Bailey gets his first AEW win, and he advances to that fatal 4-way match. And match was great, 3.5 out of 5 stars. And so we shall see what happens with that. And we will move on. Hopefully. Alright, yeah. So almost an 11-minute match, and Speedball Mike Bailey grabs the Hurricane for a near fall, and then hits a moonsault knee, sets up a spin kick to face. Surprisingly, he didn't use the ultimate weapon. I don't know if he can use that, but I mean, it's in his repertoire, so we get that. Alright, so he gets the win and advances in the tournament to the Fatal 4-Way next week. But, like I said, great match in his debut. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And we move. Hopefully, we'll start moving on. Yeah. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Renee Paquette trying to talk to Christian and the Patriarchy. It's Kip Sabian, Nick fucking Wayne, and his hot mom. Nick Wayne's mom has got it going on. She does. Yeah. Alright. So he's trying to talk to him about what happened at Revolution because he cashed in and failed. And he starts yelling at Renee. He's like, I'm not going to talk to anybody related to Jon Moxley. Ooh. So he tells Renee to skedaddle. She does as told. So Christian's like still declaring himself the undisputed next World Heavyweight Champion, and he was just relegating his breathing before reversing that illegal chokehold by Moxley. Yeah, sure you are. Sure. Alright, so we get that, and then Nick Wayne, Mr. Son, supposedly, yells at his dad, Christian. He says, you're lying to yourself, you're lying to not only lying to us, you're lying to yourself, and you owe us an apology. So Christian's like, what you say? What you say? He goes right up to his son, Nick Wayne, and then Mama Wayne gets in the way, and Christian's like, oh, you're now sticking up for your son? Ooh, maybe I should have you go back to your waitress job at the Waffle House at midnight. So Mama Wayne's like, well, it's like, I've dealt with, it says something about dumb blondes. It's like, oh, you're just another blonde or something like that. And I'm like, wait a minute, Renee is blonde and Mama Wayne is blonde. I didn't know what that he was referring to, but okay. Then he goes back to yelling at Nick, telling him to keep riding my coattails, or the next time we have this conversation, it won't be pretty, and it'll be your last. So some tension, some dissension in the patriarchy right now. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But that was pretty good. 3 out of 5 stars for that. But still, we move on. Alright, then we go to Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker. Trying to get an interview with him after Revolution. He's like, get out of my locker room! And he punches the mirror, busts up his hand. That's bad luck. Even more bad luck than losing the Hangman. We get that. So he comes in the ring, he's like, I'm sore, I got a humongous headache. And so Hangman Adam Page gave him a cheap shot. Even though commentary's like, I don't remember that. So he's not upset anymore, because he's 10 times smarter than Adam Page and all the fans. He's like, this thing with me and you, Adam Page, is far from over. And then MVP comes out. I'm like, what's this about? And they stare at each other, and then they start hugging, like, hey, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in 8 years. You know, blah, blah, blah. When MJF volunteered to drive him somewhere, blah, blah. You know, some ridiculous story. And then MVP's like, you lost your edge. Edge. It's like, you lost your edge, and you need to get back to the world title, and we can help you. Oh, well, I can help you. So he gives him his business card. And I'm like, MJF in the Hurt Syndicate? Maybe it could work. I'm interested a little bit. Look at that. And then MJF's like, I don't need or I want your help. But then MVP brings up that MJF was the world champion. And then MJF takes the card and seems to think about it. I'm interested. Let's see how this goes. So we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then the self-proclaimed best wrestler alive comes out, Max Caster, for his stupid open challenge. And who should come out and take up his challenge? The former AEW Intercontinental Champion, Takeshita, or Takeshita. He comes out, beats him in 90 seconds, without the Don Callis family. He's there by himself, and he hits Max Caster in the face with a rolling elbow, goes to pin him, picked him up, and it's like, no, no, no! Then he hits Raging Fire! 1, 2, 3, wins in 90 seconds. Pfft. Waste. Filler. Match. We get that. Alright, after that, we get a recap of the still Ring of Honor World Champion Chris Jericho and company attacking the man that people forgot, Gravity, and beating his brother Bandito in the process. He takes the mask off of Gravity and then almost hit Gravity's, I think his sister or his mom, and then Bandito's mom. So we get that, and then we see Jericho sitting down with Gravity's mask like he's Hamlet. Oh, Horatio, I knew you well. You know, that type of thing. And basically says Gravity has been added to this whole feud with Bandito. Their family was terrified at Revolution. Now it's time that people stop taking advantage of him. So Jericho's pretty damn serious about this. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with that, with Bandito and Gravity. I still think Bandito's going to beat Jericho in their rematch. So that's going to happen at Supercard. Unless they do it at Dynasty, which I think will be ridiculous, but... So we'll have to see what happens with that. I haven't seen, I did see a little bit of Ring of Honor this week. Nothing really happened, but... We're starting on the road to Supercard, April the 18th, so... We'll see what happens with that, and the Ring of Honor title. And pretty much every title in Ring of Honor that hasn't been defended yet, except for the women's titles. But, you know, we'll talk about that later. We'll get that. Alright, so Jericho's promo gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then it's time for the Death Slot. You know what that means, the women. So we got the resident fun girl, Willow Nightingale. Yeah! Alright, she takes on super bad Penelope Ford. I thought it was, she looks like Liv Morgan a little bit. I was like, what the hell? How does she get in AEW? Anyway. Alright, so Willow Nightingale and Penelope Ford go for 8.5 minutes. Back and forth match they went. But Willow, they trade kicks to face. Penelope hits a stunner, which really didn't do anything. And then Willow goes off the ropes, hits the bounce! Period. 1, 2, 3. So she didn't have to hit the B with a powerbomb. She hit the pounce. Penelope goes flying to the moon, comes back down. And Willow gets the win. In the match, I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Penelope Ford grabs a chair and hits the weakest fucking chair shot since Hulk Hogan in WCW all those years ago. I remember when Hogan grabbed a chair, and I think he hit, who'd he hit? I think it was Haku, or he hit, somebody really weak, like, bop! Like, I thought it was gonna legit BAM! But he went, bop! Like a weak as fuck chair shot. Penelope picks up the chair, and she's like, legit, I thought she was gonna, like, slam Willow in the back with it. She goes, and stopped midway, then hit her. What's up with that? And then Chris Statlander comes in for the save, and then they kind of bump backs, and then they turn around. I was trying to save you! I was just trying to save you! And then Megan Bayne comes in, beats the fuck out of both of them. You know what that means? Tag team match player coming up, probably on Collision. Or next week on the card, I don't know. But we get that. Weak as fuck. What is up with the women? I mean, Thunder Rosa's botching all over the place. Sorry, Mel. I mean, seriously, Melanie Cervantes, come on! That's her real name, is Melanie. So, I mean, seriously, botching all over the place? That's not the Thunder Rosa I know. But I digress. And now, freaking Penelope Ford with a weak as fuck chair shot. They had that thing where Megan Bayne and Penelope were beating up, I think it was Statlander. I think it was about a week or so ago. Thunder Rosa comes out with a chair. He's like, and we don't know what the spot is. And then everybody got on Thunder Rosa's case, and everybody in the back kind of like threw it under the rug. I think somebody forgot their spot. I don't know what happened. It was just like, what are we watching in the women's division? Like, people missing their spots, people botching. Somebody's like legit gonna get seriously hurt here. I mean, we don't rehearse? Or we forgot? I mean, forgot, that's one thing, but still. I mean, you're putting your bodies on the line. You're putting your opponent in grave danger, and you're doing that shit? I forgot. Drop the fucking chair. What am I supposed to fucking do? I forgot my own spot. I don't know what's going on here. Is Tony giving out free cocaine and everybody's snorting it and forgetting things? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. It just feels like AEW just going down the toilet. What's weird is that the rating went up. 628,000. And NXT, how did it not do more than 800,000? It did over 720,000, I think. It was an amazing show on Tuesday night for Roadblock. Amazing from the Garden, too. And they get 700,000+. That show. And it had The Undertaker on it. How can it not get 1 million? I don't understand that. I don't understand how wrestling can't even get 1 million anymore, except for if it's on, SmackDown here and there. SmackDown's barely getting them over 1 million. Barely. Barely gets like 1.3, 1.5. Sad. I don't know what the Netflix numbers are for Raw. probably not that great either, so I don't know. It just like feels like wrestling. I thought it was starting to boom again, and now it's like kind of flatlining a little bit. We'll talk about this in 2025. I mean, 30 years ago, we were talking about Nitro doing a 7, Raw doing a 7, beating the NBA on TNT. It was crazy back then, in the during the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars. When Raw would get like 6s and 7s, Nitro getting 6s and 7s. Not so much Thunder, but back then SmackDown was getting like 3, 4, and 5.0 in the ratings. Now they can barely pop a 1.5. So like everybody who grew up during the Attitude, like me and maybe some of you guys, we loved all those, the Ruthless Aggression era. We're getting still around the, in the 3s and sometimes 4s. But now, wrestling has changed pretty much in the last 20, 30 years. It has changed dramatically. WWE's semi-PG, AEW's TV-14, TNA's TV-14, Ring of Honor in some ways is TV-14. It's not the same old, blood, sex, and violence that we all know and love. I mean, we got elements of that in AEW. We saw that at Revolution. Sometimes TNA rarely has blood. Rarely, but Ring of Honor, rarely. WWE, unless it's hard-way blood. It's pretty much WWE's a watered-down version of the Attitude Era. Because ever since PG, downhill it went. Now it's kind of making a semi-comeback, but now it's on Netflix, that some people don't have. Thankfully, I renewed my subscription, so I'm good. I renewed it after this week, so I get to watch. I get to watch next week's Raw on Netflix. So, and I think they have a replay of it too. I got to see about that, but 3 o'clock Raw this Monday. But that's that. So, and eventually, I renewed my Amazon account, so now I can watch AEW pay-per-views instead of watching it on Thriller, come on, whatever. Watching it on Thriller, whatever, or the Fight Network or Bleacher Report, and have the screams cut in and out. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And that's that. All right, so Megan Bayne takes out Willow and Chris Statlander in that horrible chair shot for Penelope Ford. Oy. That's that. All right, then we go to the back with Renee Paquette and the CEO. Mercedes Moné, still our CBS champion and the belt collector, should be facing. Speaking of Megan Bayne, should be facing Megan Bayne this Saturday night at House of Glory for the House of Glory Women's title. We could see 5 belts Moné. I mean, we'll see, because they're doing a convention as well. The big event is this weekend, too. Not that I'm going to that. I won't even be around for that. I am not going to House of Boring, because I hate that promotion as it is. Not the wrestlers. I love the wrestlers. I know most of them that work there. But commentary? Fuck you. You know who you are. You fake-ass fuck New Yorker. Who fucks his cat? Right, Jerry? Not General Jerry. That's my good buddy from the UK. From Ireland, I mean. He goes to General Jerry. Who goes back to YouTube? I haven't talked about this guy in a long time. Truth Slayer came back to YouTube. I haven't seen him in a while, but I know he's doing videos now. But, I don't talk to him, but I know he's still doing videos, so big ups to Truth Slayer. An OG. One of the OGs. that's kind of still around, besides myself. From the old school whack WC. Not so much the, what came after that, which is pretty much bullshit. No, there was some good people, but not that many good people are left of that generation. From 2012 on. There's a couple of them, but other than that, me and True Slater, I think, are the only two left from the beginning, the remnants of the old YWC. But it is what it is, and I'm pretty much one of the founding members of the pillars of the YWC, so I'm still here, for now. How long? I don't know how long. We'll see. Alright, so we go to Mercedes Moné and Renee. Mercedes' throat's still fucked up after Momo kicked the crap out of it. But, so, Renee has to do her catchphrase. Fresno! Say hello to your CEO. Alright, so, says that, and then my girl, Billy Starks, comes in, looking pretty nice for a 20-something-year-old. She comes in and says, I want a shot at that. And that's the TBS title. So Mercedes laughs it off, but gives her the match anyway. So next week on the program, for the TBS title, Mercedes Moné taking on Billy Starks. Do we see Athena? Maybe, maybe not. So let's see if minion number 469,123 wins the belt. I don't think she will, but you never know in these crazy times that are wrestling. That's that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then before we even get to the main event, we have Tony Baloney in the ring with Will Ocean Spray. Reach for the sky. Whoa! Bam! He comes out, he's all banged up. He has like a big, humongous bandage around his head. He's got fucked up ribs. After that hellacious cage match with Kyle Fletcher, he talks about that. But he's happy he got out of the cage alive. But he's in a little bit of trouble with his hot smoking wife, and that's Alex Windsor, because he lied to her. Ooh, not a good thing. That means you get no pussy. Saying he wouldn't do anything stupid off the cage. Then he forgot there was a guy in a green shirt filming him, and after the match there were about 15 missed calls from his wife. So he had to use his charm. They finally talked. She was pissed, but he made it. He did some little charm, and she made him a nice dinner anyway. Probably gave him some ass. I don't know. Maybe he bought her I don't buy you flowers anymore. I don't know. I don't know what happened. He used his charm somehow. Maybe pulled out his cock. I don't know. I'm just hypothetically saying that. Sometimes that works for the missus. Sometimes, when when I get her really mad, and you don't want to mess with the Spanish people, because ladies, Puerto Ricans especially, and Mexicans, that you get them mad, oh, they go off. Like, get there, you, Poppy! You're getting this! You're getting this! Anymore, and they start going nuts in Spanish. Ya bandejo! The cabrón, all the words in Spanish coming out of the mouth. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? And the only thing you can do, give them some good dick, and that's it. They'll shut up immediately. So, word to the wise: don't mess with the. If you're dating a Mexican, you're dating a Puerto Rican or whatever, just say yes, dear. You say yes, dear. You pull up, and then you cook her a nice dinner, you take her out, get her some flowers here and there, and then later on, maybe, you lay down that pipe and they forget everything. Most of the time. I digress. Well, I'm just kind of going off experience. But anyway, moving on. Alright, so they talked, they had a nice dinner, blah, blah, blah. Everything seems fine now in the Ocean Spray Windsor household. So anyway, Ocean Spray now wants some gold around his waist in the form of the world title, but the only way to get there, get to All In Texas, July the 11th, July the 12th, that's a Saturday night, by the way, he has to win the Owen Hart tournament. Okay, so we don't know when it starts. I think it's going to start, around Double or Nothing time, and then it's going to culminate in July. Maybe starts way after that. But anyway, so he's like, I got to win a tournament. You know, I'll face anybody who has the belt. Edge, Swerve, Moxley, who was waiting for him at All In. And that's it. Simple to the point. So, there you go. So, Ocean Spray officially puts his name in the hat for the men's Owen Hart Cup. So, he's definitely going to be in the tournament. And another guy possibly in the tournament could be Jay White, the Switchblade, who's in the back with Renee. Wait, with Switchblade. And he's like, I would love to face Ocean Spray again. And then Renee asked him about hitting Edge with Christian's briefcase, or actually with Moxley's briefcase. And then Jay White tells her, "Are you asking or accusing?" And then Renee's like, "Asking?" So Jay White goes on a humongous rant about the Depth Riders and says, "I want to become the #1 contender." Well, either you get in the tournament, you win, then you become the #1 contender, or maybe Moxley gives you a title shot. I don't know. We get that. Alright, so both of those I gave 3 out of 5 stars. Then we see the Hangman, Adam Page, in the back, about to do some cowboy shit. He runs into Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker. I thought they were going to legit fight, but they didn't. They just stared each other down. And says, he says, "I don't believe you were going to light me on fire last week." So Max says, "Well, we're tied at 1 apiece, and I'm going to go on to become a two-time world champ. Well, you will fall on your face as you always do, and the people will get so tired of you failing to win the big one, even though he did win the big one, Max." That was like a couple years ago. And then, while I will be world champion over and over and over again. Okay, so you're admitting you're going to win the title, lose the title, win the title back, lose again, you know. Okay, that seemed fair. Such an awkward promo. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the main event. First round match in the Intercontinental title tournament. Freshly squeezed orange juice. Orange Cassidy taking on the man from CMLL, Hikaru. Match wasn't anything to write home about. 10-minute match, back and forth they went. Orange Cassidy put his hands down his pants, and I bet he felt nuts. No. Does that usual shit he does. Slumdog Millionaire and a spinning DDT. Get him out of trouble. But his knee's all banged up. Uh-oh. And then, he goes to the top rope, hits that lazy Macho Man elbow. Yeah. So he hit that, you know. He hit it like Randy would. Raining down from heaven, the Macho Man, oh yeah, did. Hey Randy, I saw a promo with you and, Terry, not that Terry, not Terry Funk. Hulk Hogan, when you were the Mega Powers brother. And, Liz, hi Liz, how you doing? Hi Missy Joseph, how are you? I'm doing fine. You're looking great, as always. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I saw, Liz kissed you, and then when you turned your back, she kissed Hulk on the lips, per se. She kissed him right behind your back. You remember that, 1988? Liz, you kissed him? Yes, Randy. Don't Don't kiss him again! Well, I'm here in heaven with you, Miss Randy. I can kiss you all day. Oh, well, oh, easy. Easy. Do it in the privacy of your own place, okay? But anyway, yeah, that was kind of weird. I never saw that promo before. But in any case, yeah, it was kind of weird seeing it. But, yeah. Anyway, bye Randy, bye Liz, bye Mr. Joseph. Ooh, yeah, bye! Step into a Slim Jim! Okay, calm down. Let me get that. Alright, blah, blah, blah. So Orange Cassidy hits that lazy top rope elbow of his. You know, it almost got counted into a cross arm breaker, and then Hichishiro grabs the Rings of Saturn, made famous by the great Perry Saturn, who should be in the Hall of Fame, just for his ECW work alone. Maybe the Eliminators will get in the Hall of Fame. Maybe John Kronos will somehow get in. Perry Saturn. I don't know. We'll see. So he grabs the Rings of Saturn, get a rope break from that, but out of the rope break, Orange Cassidy grabs a mousetrap. 1, 2, 3, somehow he survives. He gets the win over Hichishiro in 10 minutes. Pretty good match, 3 out of 5 stars, and he goes on to the Fatal 4-Way match where he will be with Speedball Mike Bailey, who came out and had a little stare down. So we'll have, we'll see what happens with that next week, and see who wins the other matches on Collision with Ricochet and Shibata, and, I forget who's in the other match. I think it's Fletcher, I forget. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that, and then this coming Wednesday on the program, Fatal 4-Way match to see who faces Kenny at Dynasty for the Intercontinental title. If I had to pick, I'm thinking it might be Ricochet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Speedball Mike Bailey or maybe OC. But, I mean, I don't want to see OC and Kenny. I think Kenny will whip his ass again, like he did a couple years ago when he was World Champ. We all remember that series. We all remember that from like 2021, 22. But so we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, so Dynamite, not the greatest show on earth, which it isn't, but it was just bad. There were, good parts, some bad parts, some really bad, horrible parts, but all in all, I'm going to give it a right down the middle, daddy, like Bill Alfonso would say, 5 out of 10 stars. But let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section, and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright guys, I'm going to go to bed because I'm still kind of under the weather, so I want to try to get some sleep. I do have the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get some sleep, get up in the morning. I'll do my NXT review on this channel, and then as far as the TNA Ring of Honor review, I'll see if I can get it sometime in the mid-afternoon with that, because it pertains to, tonight's episode pertains to Sacrifice. So we'll get that. If not, I will. Well, I got a busy weekend, so I don't know how many videos are going to be coming your way over the weekend. But I'll try to get SmackDown done probably late tomorrow. Because like Saturday I'll be out pretty much all day. I'll be out. Most of the day I'll be out. I'll be out in the late afternoon into the evening, so I will not be around on Saturday until maybe late Saturday. I might do Collision, but we'll see. Because I have the Collision results, so I'll do that Saturday night, and then maybe we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor probably early Sunday. So I'll give you TNA results and the Sacrifice results right after the review, because it goes into Sacrifice, and then I'll talk about Ring of Honor. So, but like I said, my schedule is going to be changing up a little bit. The videos may come on the same day, may come 2-3 days later, but I'll let you guys know what's coming up down the road for the next week or so. And as we go into Dynasty, But after Dynasty, as we go into Easter, it might change even more because I might be going on vacation for Easter. So, I mean, we'll see. I might be going on vacation. Let's just say that. Where? You won't know, but it is what it is. But, yeah, there is a pretty good chance I will be incommunicado for about a week or so for Easter. But I might do some videos from wherever I might be on vacation. So I will be on vacation, technically, but I'll try to get some type of videos out, during my vacation. I'm not going to be on YouTube the entire vacation, but you'll probably see me pop up with a video during the vacation if I can do it, because I will be down south, so I will be not down south, but I'll be south of New York, so we'll see what happens with that. Well, I might be in California. I don't know where I'm going to be. Right now, I'm on vacation standby right now, so. But I am going on vacation for about a week, maybe 2, who knows. But Easter, so WrestleMania, I might not even do a review for WrestleMania. I'll try my best, but with Stand and Deliver as well, the predictions for that, and WrestleMania, and the reviews for that. I don't know if I'm going to get anything night 1. Definitely not on Easter. I might do a vlog for Easter, and pretty much that's it, because, I'll be spending time with the missus, and, on vacation, basically. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with all of that, but after that, after I come back from vacation, pretty much, gonna be, hit and miss with my videos, and that's that. As we go through May, into the summertime, it gets a little bit dicey. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But like I said, Easter, definitely probably be taking some time off from doing some videos. But and if you see I might do a community post here and there with results or my thoughts on WrestleMania and stuff like that, or just do like a small video, like a 5, maybe 10, 15-minute video about my thoughts about WrestleMania Night 1, Stand and Deliver, stuff like that, during my vacation. But not like an hour and a half review like I'm doing right now. But like I said, in about a month from now, I'll let you guys know what's coming up with my reviews after, and then with, going after Easter, going into May. I will be around in May. As far as June, we'll see. Because my work schedule gets a little bit hectic during the late spring and summer time because of all the festivals and shit. So, my work schedule just goes crazy after that. But then in mid-July, August, I go on another vacation. So, my actual vacation. So, but this vacation coming up is just for Easter. So I'll be taking a few days off to celebrate Easter and all that other shit, with the missus and other people. So we got that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I'm going to bed, and I'm going to, get some sleep, get up, probably get up in a few hours, and have my sensible breakfast, and then try to get the NXT review up, and then I am going to be a little bit busy during the afternoon, but if I have some time before SmackDown goes on the air, I'll try to do TNA Ring of Honor, and maybe a little bit of Sacrifice predictions at the end of that video. So we get into that, but I'm not going to review Sacrifice. I'll give the results, but not a full review like I usually do. So we got that. Alright, so enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend, everybody. It's going to be raining here in the Northeast Sunday and Monday. Not going to be great for your St. Patrick's Day festivities. But, we'll see what happens with that. Next week's going to be up and down with the weather. And then by next week, we get back up to 60-degree weather, which is nice. Just tomorrow, I think up until, Monday or Tuesday, it gets back up to 55, 56 degrees. But, raining on and off for most of the week. But it is what it is as we start spring on the 19th. So that is going to be on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. The beautiful season of spring will begin. Gonna be a little bit, maybe a little bit wet, a little bit chilly, but by the time we hit Sunday, it will get back up to normal spring weather, 50, 60 degree weather, and hopefully sunny, but we'll see what happens with that as we go through the end of March into April, and we're about a month away from Easter, and that's that. And we got a couple of pit stops to make on the road to WrestleMania. We got Dynasty, then we got WrestleMania week, we got Stand and Deliver, Unbreakable for TNA, we got the Hall of Fame, of course, at midnight that night, the night before night one. We also got Supercard of Honor on the 18th of April. Then the 19th, we got Stand and Deliver, probably in the morning or early afternoon. Then around 6 o'clock at night, we got night one. And then night two, same time on Easter evening, Easter night. And then we got the Raw after Mania, which is going to be explosive and crazy as shit from Vegas. And then after that, we're pretty much on the road to Backlash, and we get to May, and then we got a big end of May with Saturday Night's Main Event on the 24th, then a double pay-per-view. For now, we got NXT Battleground going head-to-head with Double or Nothing, unless that gets changed the date, we'll see. And then we got Monday Night Raw in Tampa, because they're going to be in Tampa for Saturday Night's Main Event, and Battleground's going to be in Tampa, and then Raw's going to be, I think, Orlando, or somewhere in the Tampa-Orlando area. And then we got NXT right after that, too. The aftermath for Battleground is going to be back in home base at the Performance Center, so we got that. So, Memorial Day weekend is going to be pretty exciting, and I'll be here for all that through Memorial Day weekend, hopefully through June, and then we'll see what happens with the summertime. But right now, we're in a good mode for the next 2, maybe 3 months. Maybe 3. But right now, for the next 2 months, I'm going to be here pretty much most of the time. But let's worry about tomorrow and going forward up until probably the end of May. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thanks for watching. Once again, 5 out of 10 for a horrible Dynamite. Let me know what you guys think, and that's it. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Good night on the West Coast, on the East Coast. Go to bed, fuckers! And that's all I gotta say about that. Thanks for watching, and if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! Until next time, peace.